Another Death Row production. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Tyson, the next heavyweight champion of the world. Everybody else for.
Alrighty guys, what's going on? Welcome on back. It's the Empire. I'm your host, Risky. Happy Saturday to all. It is July 11th. Looking back at yesterday, not a good day. I got cute, went and played the Mets. They went out there and shit the bed. Terrible read on my part. The only thing that was a saving grace for me personally is when the Dodgers Diamondbacks game was 2-2, like in the third inning. I live bet the Diamondbacks. That turned out to be the only saving grace for me. But other than that, not a good day. It was a day of regret yesterday. But you guys already know the rules. It's on to the next one. We got a full slate of baseball here on tap today. Guys, Outlier Sportsbook, the link is down in the description. Sign up with them. The first week is free. Also, at the end of the video, the 4 bets we'll be placing here today ourselves. With all of that being said, let's jump into it. Alright, first game up, we got the Brewers in Pittsburgh taking on the Pirates. We got Sprout on the mount for the Brewers. We got Ashcraft on the mount for the Pirates. Alright, getting into this one here. This is going to be a doubleheader play today between the Brewers and the Pirates. We did the breakdown for this particular game yesterday with Sprout on the mount for the Brewers, Ashcraft on the mount for the Pirates. We were leaning towards the Pirates. For today's doubleheader, I should say, the biggest, most important change is the fact that we have 2 starting pitchers on the mount for Milwaukee that do not go past the 5th inning, with the Drohan on the mount in the evening game, Sprout on the mount for the early game. 2 guys that only go 5 innings. With the bullpen situation, the Brewers are going to have to leave one of these guys out there for at least 6 to 7 innings. My expectation is going to be Sprout. Looking at the breakdown for Sprout, I'm expecting him to get squashed in this game, just like we said yesterday. The Brewers are going to try to preserve their bullpen since they got Drohan on the mount in the evening. So, like I said, I'm expecting him to be left out there a lot longer than he should. He's going to get smacked around. Looking at the weather for this game, it's going to be very hitter-friendly. Ballpark Pal has this game rated as the 2nd best offensive game on the schedule here today. Let's get to the picks. The Pirates are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing them on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I do like that over 8.5 total runs in this game. For the player prop, I'm taking Brandon Lowe with the Pirates for 2 total bases today. Next up, we got the Angels in Minnesota taking on the Twins. We got Ryan Johnson on the mount for the Angels. We got Joe Ryan on the mount for the Twins. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Ryan Johnson on the mount for the Angels. This guy's been horrendous this season. 6.99 ERA, whip sitting close to 190. Granted, he's looked good in his last 3 starts, but here today, he's going to be facing a Twins team that continues to crush right-handed pitching. They're a top 10 team in the majors versus righties. Not to mention, Ryan Johnson comes into this game with a hard hit rate sitting at 46%. This Twins lineup slugging versus righties right now sitting at 435. I'm expecting Johnson to get squashed in this game, go about 4 or 5 innings, give up 3 to 4 runs, turn it over to an Angels bullpen that is incredibly taxed coming into this game. I do not like the arms that's going to be coming out of this Angels bullpen today. I see them coming in this game, giving up another 2 to 3 runs. On the other side, we got the ace for the Twins on the mountain, Joe Ryan. This guy's been really good this season, really solid. Coming into this game, he is an all-star. He'll be pitching in the all-star game. They're projecting him to only pitch 6 innings here today before we get to that terrible Twins bullpen. Doing the breakdown for Joe Ryan, he's going to be seeing an Angels lineup that is predominantly right-handed bats. Not to mention, Joe Ryan has good strikeout numbers. This Angels team is a top 5 team in the majors when it comes to striking out. I see Joe Ryan having a really good outing here today, going 6 scoreless innings, if not giving up a run before he turns it over to this terrible Twins bullpen that'll come in this game, give up another 2 to 3. This game is out in Minnesota. It's going to be a bit more on the hitter-friendly side. Very warm day out there. Let's get to the picks. The Twins are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing them on the run line. The game total set at 9. I do like the over 9 total runs in this game. For the player prop, I'm taking Cody Clemens of the Twins for 2 total bases today. Alright, getting into this one, we got the Athletics in Chicago taking on the White Sox. We got Gage Jump on the mount for the Athletics. We got Eric Fetty on the mount for the White Sox. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Gage Jump on the mount for the Athletics. The rookie pitcher has looked really solid this season. 170 ERA, whip sitting at 145. He's coming off of 2 starts where he got rocked back-to-back against the Dodgers and the Marlins. Granted, both of those offenses are really good. Here today, he's going to be seeing a White Sox lineup that continues to struggle to hit left-handed pitching. Yesterday's game, they had the left-handed pitcher Jacob Lopez open up the game for the Athletics. When he pitched those close to 4 innings, the White Sox did absolutely nothing with them. Gage Jump is a much higher caliber pitcher than Lopez. I could actually see him coming out here today having a really good outing, going about 6 innings, giving up 2 runs, turning it over to this Athletics bullpen that we saw them in yesterday's game. We were talking about it. It's the reason we our pick was the White Sox on the run line, was for the simple fact of how bad this Athletics bullpen is. Crazy enough, the bullpen is even more taxed today than it was yesterday. The arms that's going to be available for Chicago late in this game, I see them coming in once again, giving up another 3 to 4 runs. On the other side, we're going to have the left-handed pitcher Hudson open up the game after that Eric Fedia come in the game. The big thing for the Athletics here today, no Nick Kurtz at the top of that lineup. Got injured in yesterday's game, so your best bat is not in the lineup here today. Granted, you still got Langoliers back in the lineup and a few other guys, but I'm expecting the combination of Hudson and Fetty to come out. The combination of the two of them have had some really solid outings up to this point. I'm expecting them to do the same here today. This Athletics offense has been struggling for the last 2 weeks. The combination of Hudson and Fetty, I'm expecting them to go into the 6th inning, maybe give up a run before they turn it over to this White Sox bullpen that is also taxed coming into this game. I can see the arms available for the White Sox late coming in this one, giving up another run or 2. Looking at the weather, it's going to be a very neutral weather game. It's going to be close to 80 degrees with 3 to 4 mile per hour winds blowing from side to side. It's really not going to affect nothing. Let's get to the picks. The Athletics are the betting odds favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing the home dogs in this spot. Give me the Chicago White Sox on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I do like the over 8.5 total runs in this game. For the player prop, I'm taking Vargas of the White Sox for 2 total bases. Next up, we got the Yankees in DC taking on the Nationals. We got Cam Schlittler on the mount for the Yankees. We got Miles Michaelis on the mount for the Nats. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Cam Schlittler on the mount for the Yankees. This guy's had an amazing season up to this point. He's going to be an all-star. He comes into this game with a 2.01 ERA, 0.93 whip, really good strikeout to walk ratio. He is a high velocity pitcher. His primary pitches is that fastball, then he mixes in that cutter. He tries to get a lot of ground outs with that cutter. Then of course that sinker where he really tries to get the most ground outs when he's throwing that sinker, especially in on right-handed batters. Here today, he's going to be seeing a Nationals lineup that continues to be a bit mediocre versus right-handed pitching in the last 2 weeks. Still a very good offense overall, still a capable offense overall. Still got some really good left-handed bats in this lineup. We've seen Cam Schlittler in the last month start to show some regression when it comes to facing left-handed bats. He started to get hit up by some lefties of late. I can see this Washington Nationals lineup, a very capable offense, getting a run or 2 off of Schlittler. My overall breakdown, I have him going 6 innings, giving up 2 runs here today, turning it over to Yankees bullpen that is rested coming into it. I like the arms available for the Yankees, but I still see them coming in this game, giving up a run or 2. On the other side, we got Miles Michaelis on the mount for the Nats. This guy has been absolutely terrible this season. Comes into this game with an ERA still sitting close to 6. Terrible strikeout to walk ratio. The main thing I'm paying attention to here, in his last 4 starts, hard hit rate sitting at 47%. The whole top half of this Yankees lineup is stacked with lefty bats. You got Trent Grisham, Brent Rice, and Bellinger at the top of this lineup. Michaelis' numbers this season versus lefties are horrendous. I'm expecting him to get squashed in this game. Go about 4 innings, give up 4 runs, turn it over to a Nationals bullpen that is completely taxed coming into it. We saw them in yesterday's game get squashed when they come in. I'm expecting the arms to come in this game once again, give up a bunch of runs. Looking at the weather here today, very offensive friendly game. Ballpark Pal has this rated as the 2nd best offensive game on the schedule today. Let's get to the picks. The Yankees are the betting odds favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing them on the run line. The game total set at 9. I do like the over 9 total runs in this game. For the player prop, I'm taking Cody Bellinger of the Yankees to hit a home run today. Next up, we got the Rockies in San Francisco taking on the Giants. We got Kyle Freeland on the mount for the Rockies. We got Tyler Mahle on the mount for the Giants. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Kyle Freeland on the mount for the Rockies. This guy has been abysmal this season for Colorado. Comes into this game with an ERA sitting at 7.46, whip sitting at 1.65. On the season, he has a hard hit rate sitting at 46%. I know there's a few of you guys listening to this video here today that could go out there and have those same exact numbers. This guy has been terrible this year. Today, he's going to be facing a Giants lineup. When you look at their numbers for the year, for the complete season, they're a top 10 team versus left-handed pitching. But when you look at the last 2 weeks, look at the last month of play, this team has been really regressing versus lefties. In the last 2 weeks, this is a bottom 15 team versus left-handed pitching. Kyle Freeland today, not in Coors Field. Yesterday, we backed Colorado. We picked Colorado. I should have laid the unit with my boy, the Source, on them. But anyways, in this game, yesterday I should say, the reason we backed Tanner Gordon, a guy with the ERA also close to 6, is it was the first time in like 4 games he was not pitching in Coors Field, coming to a pitcher-friendly environment. Same thing here today for Kyle Freeland. This guy's going to be leaving Coors Field, pitching in a very pitcher-friendly environment, facing a team that's struggling to hit lefties. I see Freeland having a good game here today. Going 6 innings, giving up 2 runs. I actually like the back end of this Rockies bullpen. I still see them coming in, giving up another run or so, but nothing too crazy. On the other side, we got Tyler Mahle on the mound. This guy has also been terrible this season, but at least Kyle Freeland has an excuse pitching in Coors Field. Mahle's pitching in one of the most pitcher-friendly environments, has an ERA sitting at 5.70, whip sitting at 165, hard hit rate sitting at 42%. This is a sinker ball pitcher, a guy that pitches for a lot of contact. This Rockies lineup in the last 2 weeks is a top 10 team versus right-handed pitching. I'm expecting Mahle to get hit up in this game, go about 5 innings, give up 3 runs, turn it over to a Giants bullpen that continues to play terrible here of late. They blew it in yesterday's game. I'm expecting the Arms to come out here once again, give up a few runs. Looking at the weather, it's going to be a bit more on the pitcher-friendly side. Let's get to the picks. The Giants are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing the road dogs in this spot. Give me the Colorado Rockies on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I got this game just like yesterday's game, a 4-3 game for the Rockies. I like the under 8.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Mickey Moniak of the Rockies for 2 total bases today. Next up, we got the Mariners in Tampa Bay taking on the Rays. We got Logan Gilbert on the mound for the Mariners. We got Griffin Jacks on the mound for the Rays. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Logan Gilbert on the mound for the Mariners. He's been good all season for Seattle. He looked really solid in the month of June. He finished the month of June with an ERA sitting at 3.10, whip sitting at 0.95, but most of the starts he made in the month of June were at home in Seattle. Once again, back on the road here today, seeing a Tampa Bay Rays lineup that is still a top 10 team in the majors versus right-handed pitching. Granted, we've started to see some regression from them of late, but in this game here today for Logan Gilbert, a guy that's primarily throwing heat, throwing that fastball sitting around 97, 98, I could see him having a decent game here today. The Rays have been actually struggling to hit the fastball once it passes that 96, 97. We saw them struggle to hit Cam Schlittler. We saw them struggle to hit Peter Lambert of the Astros a few days ago as well. I'm expecting the Logan Gilbert to come out here today and have a quality start, go 6 innings, give up 2 runs. I actually like the arms that's going to be available late in this game for Seattle. I see the arms coming out the pen for Seattle, coming in this game, shutting down these Rays bats. On the other side, we got Griffin Jacks on the mound for the Rays. This guy continues to be solid for Tampa Bay this season. Comes into this game, as he is a sinker ball pitcher, throws for a lot of contact, comes into this game with, I always say this, very important stat, hard hit rate sitting at 37%, especially for a sinker ball pitcher. Never want to see that hard hit rate sitting up above 40%, but nevertheless, it's still up above 35. He has been susceptible to giving up a lot of extra base hits. This is a guy that does struggle a bit with lefties. He's going to be seeing a Mariners lineup stacked with left-handed bats here today. I'm expecting Griffin Jacks to get hit up a bit in this one. Go about 5 innings, give up 3, if not 4 runs before he turns it over to this Rays bullpen that continues to play mediocre here. In the last 2 weeks, I see the arms coming out this Rays bullpen coming in this game, giving up another run or 2. This game is going to be down in Tampa Bay, so no weather to sway anything. Let's get to the picks. The odds makers have this game as a dead even pick'em spot, -108, and I like the Mariners here today on the money line. The game total set at 7.5. I do like the under 7.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Luke Raleigh of the Mariners for 2 total bases today. Next up, we got the Phillies in Detroit taking on the Tigers. We got Christopher Sanchez on the mound for the Phillies. We got Cody Mize on the mound for the Tigers. Alright, getting into this game here, we got Chris Sanchez on the mound for the Phillies. This guy's been awesome for Philadelphia this season. Comes into this game with a 2.60 ERA, whip sitting at 117. but he is coming off his 2 worst starts of the year. Got stomped on by the Royals last week. He gave up 9 runs in that game. The start before that in DC gave up 5 runs to the Nationals. Once again on the road for Christopher Sanchez, where his numbers are a bit worse compared to at home. Fortunately for Christopher Sanchez, he will be seeing a Tigers lineup that's still very mediocre versus left-handed pitching. We have seen some progress from them versus left-handed pitching, but here today, seeing an elite arm like Chris Sanchez, a guy that has a ground ball rate sitting at 38%, that's really good. His primary pitch is that sinker, which leads to all the ground outs. This season, this Detroit Tigers lineup has been struggling to hit the sinker ball, especially from left-handed pitching. I'm expecting Chris Sanchez to have a bounce-back start here today. Go 6 innings. This is another guy that's supposed to be pitching in the All-Star game. I don't think they're going to leave him out there super deep. 6 innings. I'm projecting a run out of Christopher Sanchez here today. Before we get to this Phillies bullpen that is slightly taxed coming into it, I see the arms available for Philadelphia coming in this one, giving up another run or so. On the other side, we got Casey Mize on the mount. This guy's been awesome for Detroit as well. Does have a few blow-up starts mixed in between, but overall the numbers look really good. The pitch mix has been really sharp this season for Casey Mize. Today he's going to be seeing a Phillies lineup stacked with lefties. Despite being a right-handed pitcher, Mize has opposite splits, has very good numbers. Versus left-handed bats, struggles a bit versus righties. Mize's 2 primary pitches is that slider and the splitter. 2 pitches that this Phillies lineup has been struggling to hit this season. I can actually see Mize coming out here, having a quality start, going 6 innings, giving up 2 runs before he turns it over to a Tigers bullpen that is slightly taxed coming into it. I see the arms available for Detroit coming in this one, giving up another 2 runs. Looking at the weather, this game's going to be out in Detroit. It's going to be a bit more on the pitcher-friendly side. Let's get to the picks. The Phillies are the betting odds favorites in this game, and I'm playing them on the money line. The game total set at 7.5. I do like the over 7.5 total runs in this game. For the player prop, I'm taking Bryce Harper of the Phillies to hit a home run today. Next up, we got the Astros in Texas taking on the Rangers. We got Peter Lambert on the mount for the Astros. We got Kumar Rocker on the mount for the Rangers. Alright, getting into this game here, we got Peter Lambert on the mount for the Astros. This guy has been surprisingly good for Houston this season. He comes into this game with an ERA sitting at 3.26, whip sitting at 1.15. This is a guy that does not walk a lot of batters. He's not a strikeout pitcher. Pitches for a lot more contact, a lot more pop flyouts, a lot of ground outs. But like I said, the fact that he does not walk a lot of batters has been one major reason for his success. Here today, he's going to be seeing a Rangers lineup. The top of this lineup is stacked with left-handed bats, does struggle a bit with lefties. This Rangers team continues to be a bottom 10 team, very inconsistent versus right-handed pitching. Looking at the pitch mix for Peter Lambert, a guy like I said, pitches for a lot of groundouts, primarily throws that splitter. I can see him having success here today. This Rangers lineup has struggled with his pitch mix this season. I'm expecting Lambert to come out here today, have a really good outing. Go about 6 innings, give up a run before he turns it over to this Astros bullpen that's in a much better place than they were today. They're in a much better place today than they were yesterday. I see the arms coming out the pin here today for the Astros, shutting down these Rangers bats. On the other side, we got Kumar Rocker on the mount for the Rangers. This guy's been highly inconsistent for Texas this season. The main thing is the road in away splits. He has, home and away splits. Has very good numbers at home, struggles on the road. Coming off of 3 starts in a row where he got lit up. Granted, one of them was at home as well. Today, he's going to be seeing an Astros lineup stacked with right-handed bats. That's something that's going to work in Kumar Rocker's favor. If he could pitch around Yordan Alvarez, I could actually see him having a quality start here today. Going about 6-7 innings, giving up a run or 2, but nothing too crazy. Turning it over to Rangers bullpen that is slightly taxed coming into it. I see the arms available for the Rangers coming in this game, giving up another run or so. This game is down in Texas, in the Dome, the most pitcher-friendly environment in the majors. Let's get to the picks. The Rangers are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and I like the road dogs in this spot. Give me the Houston Astros on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I do like the under 8.5 total runs here today. For the player prop, I'm taking Yordan Alvarez of the Astros to hit a home run. Next up, we got the Cubs in Cincinnati taking on the Reds. We got Assad on the mount for the Cubs. We got Lodolo on the mount for the Reds. Alright, getting into this game here, we have Javier Assad on the mound for the Cubs. This guy's been very mediocre for Chicago this season. He'll have a stretch of games where he looks decent and a stretch of games where he looks absolutely terrible. He's on right now a stretch of games where he's looked decent of late. In his last 3 outings, he has the ERA sitting at 3.70, whip sitting at 1.30. In this game here today for Javier Assad, who is a sinker ball pitcher, guy that does not try to strike out a lot of guys. He actually has a very low walk rate, which is something very good. In this game for Javier Assad, he's going to be seeing a Cincinnati Reds lineup in the last 2 weeks. They've been a bottom 15 team versus right-handed pitching. Very surprising when I looked at the stats, this team actually hits worst at home this season, which is very surprising. So, not to mention Javier Assad, a sinker ball pitcher. This Reds lineup has been struggling to hit the sinker. I can see Assad coming out here today having a decent start, going about 5 innings, giving up a run or two, but nothing too crazy, before he turns it over to this Cubs bullpen that in the last 2 weeks has been a bottom 15 bullpen. I see the arms available for the Cubs coming in this game, giving up another runner. So on the other side, we got Nick Lodolo on the mound for the Reds. This guy has not been good for Cincinnati this season. He has made 1 or 2 decent starts up to this point, but overall, ERA still sitting close to 5, whip sitting close to 160. Hard hit rate sitting at 43%, barrel rate sitting at close to 30. In this game here today, he's going to be seeing a Cubs lineup stacked with lefties. That's something that's going to work in Lodolo's favor. He has very good splits versus left-handed bats. But we have seen this Cubs team in the last 2 weeks really show progress versus left-handed pitching. You still got Ian Happ and Suzuki crushing lefties. I'm expecting Lodolo to have a regular start that he's been having up to this point. Go 6 innings, go give up 3 runs before he turns it over to this Reds bullpen. They were in a good spot yesterday, that's why we backed them. Here today, do not like the arms that's going to be available late for the Reds. I see them coming in this game, giving up another 2 to 3 runs, if not a bit more. Looking at the weather here today, extremely hitter-friendly game. Ballpark Pal has this game projected as one of the best offensive games on the schedule. Let's get to the picks. The Reds are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing the Road Dogs in this spot. Give me the Chicago Cubs on the money line. The game total set at 10. I do like the under 10 total runs in this game. For the player prop, I'm taking Suzuki of the Cubs to hit a home run today. Next up, we got the Braves in St. Louis taking on the Cardinals. We got Lopez on the mound for the Braves. We got Liberatore on the mound for the Cards. Alright, getting into this game here, we have Lopez on the mound for the Braves. This guy's been decent overall. They moved him to the bullpen for a little bit. He was working out of there. Then they moved him back into the rotation. Overall, though, he's been a good starting pitcher. 3.18 ERA, 125 whip. Has a very good strikeout to walk ratio. Here today, he's going to be seeing a Cardinals lineup that continues to be extremely mediocre versus right-handed pitching. In the last 2 weeks, this lineup's only batting 220 versus righties, slugging 380. So the numbers offensively have really dipped. Not to mention, this team, just like we were talking about with the Reds, hit much worse than their home games this season. Here today for Lopez, going to be seeing a lineup at the top that is stacked with lefties. Got Weatherholt, Burleson, and Nootbaar. I can see him struggling a bit, but nothing too crazy. My overall expectation has him going 6 innings, giving up 2 to 3 runs here today. I can see him giving up a home run to one of the lefties. He does have a hard hit rate sitting at 42%. Even dating back to last season, he was kind of prone to giving up the long ball. Other than that, I could see him having a good start here today before he turns it over to this Braves bullpen. Still one of the best pens in the majors. Not to mention, they got some really good arms available to come in and shut down these Cardinals bats. On the other side, we got Matthew Liberatore. This guy's had one good start this season. Besides that, he's been horrendous. He's averaging 1.7 home runs per 9 innings, which is towards the top of the league. He's whip right now sitting at 160, which is terrible. He's averaging 4.2 walks per 9 innings here today. Fortunately for Liberatore, he's going to be seeing a Braves lineup that continues to be very mediocre, if not bad, in the last week and a half, if not 2 weeks. In this game for Liberatore, seeing a lineup that's stacked with lefties, he does have better numbers versus left-handed bats than righties. I can see Liberatore coming out here today having a decent start where he goes 5 to 6 innings, gives up 3 runs, turns it over to a Cardinals bullpen that is highly taxed coming into it. Not to mention, they're still one of the worst pens in the majors. I see the arms available for St. Louis coming in this game, giving up another runner. So, looking at the weather, it's going to be a bit more on the pitcher-friendly side. We have a small gust of wind blown from the outfield into the diamond. Let's get to the picks. The Cardinals are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and I like the road dogs in this spot. Give me the Atlanta Braves on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I like the over 8.5 total runs in this game. For the player prop, I'm taking Austin Riley of the Braves for 2 total bases today. Next up, we got the Blue Jays in San Diego taking on the Padres. We got Savage on the mound for the Blue Jays. We got Walker Buehler on the mound for the Padres. Alright, getting into this one here, we got Savage on the mound for the Blue Jays. This guy, the big knock on him is that walk rate. He's averaging 4.8 walks per 9 innings, but in his last 3 starts, we've seen him get the walk rate under control. In his last 3 outings, he's only given up 2 walks per game. In those last 3 starts, he has an ERA sitting at 3.20, hard hit rate sitting at 28%. Really good strikeout numbers. This guy throws a very good fastball. Here today, he's going to be seeing a Padres lineup that continues to struggle to hit right-handed pitching. We saw this team struggle to hit Shane Bieber. The series before this against the Diamondbacks, we saw them struggle to hit Merrill Kelly. 2 right-handed pitchers that are absolutely terrible. Savage is playing on a higher caliber than both of those guys this season. I see Savage not having a difficult time here today. My overall expectations, he goes 6 to 7 innings, giving up a run before he turns it over to this Blue Jays bullpen that continues to play mediocre here. I see the arms available for the Jays coming in this game, giving up another run or so, but nothing crazy. On the other side, we got Walker Buehler on the mound. He had a little stretch of games where he was looking good, but in his last 2 outings, in his last 2 starts, 12 innings pitched, he's given up 16 runs, hard hit rate sitting at 52%. He's going to be seeing a Blue Jays lineup here today that's also very mediocre, if not bad, versus right-handed pitching. In the last 10 games played, this team's only batting .223, slugging .390. The slugging has been there, but the overall on-base percentage and average versus righties is not there for this Blue Jays lineup. I can see Buehler having a decent game here today, going about 5 innings, giving up 2 runs before he turns it over to this Padres bullpen. Every time I say it, someone's been telling me, nah, the Padres bullpen's still one of the best pens. Look at the numbers. Just look at their daily game logs. Anytime arms are coming out of this Padres bullpen, they come into the games and they give up a bunch of runs. We saw it yesterday. Here today, once again, the arms that's going to be available for the Padres late, I see them coming in this game, giving up a run or 2, but nothing too crazy. Looking at the weather, once again, it's going to be a bit more on the pitcher-friendly side. We do have a small gust of wind, about 4 to 5 miles per hour, blowing from the diamond to the outfield. Let's get to the picks. The Blue Jays are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing them on the money line. The game total set at 8. I do like the over 8 total runs in this one. For the player prop, I'm taking Varsho of the Blue Jays to hit a home run today. Alright, final game of the day, we got the D-backs in Los Angeles taking on the Dodgers. We got Brandon Pfaadt on the mound for the D-backs. We got Yamamoto on the mound for the Dodgers. Alright, getting into this one first, man. I saw somebody in the comments last night. They were saying we should have played a Reds, Rockies, Diamondbacks parlay. Oh man, we would have crushed it with that one. Living with regret. But look, on to the next one. We got Brandon Pfaadt here on the mound for the D-backs. Surprisingly, this guy's had 2 back-to-back quality starts. Unfortunately for him here today, he's going to be facing a higher caliber offense in this Los Angeles Dodgers team. Not to mention, he's struggling with lefties this season. Left-handed bats are still batting .270 versus Pfaadt, slugging .410. The whole top half of this lineup's full of lefties. I'm expecting Pfaadt to get squashed in this game. Go about 4 innings, give up 4 runs, if not a bit more, before he turns it over to this Diamondbacks bullpen that is taxed coming into it. I see the arms available for the D-backs coming in this one, giving up another 2 to 3 runs. On the other side, we got the ace Yamamoto on the mound. This guy had his stretch of games in the beginning of June where he was getting lit up, but in his last 3 starts, he's gotten back to that ace form. Has an ERA sitting at 2.20 in his last 3 starts, whip sitting at 1.15. In this game here today, he's going to be seeing a Diamondbacks lineup that continues to be a bottom 15 team versus right-handed pitching. Not to mention Yamamoto has very good strikeout numbers. This Diamondbacks lineup in the last, I want to say 2 weeks, is a top 5 team when it comes to striking out. They do not draw a lot of walks. Yamamoto does not walk a lot of batters. I'm expecting that Yamamoto to come out here and deal today. Goes 7 innings, if not scoreless. He gives up a run before he turns it over to this Dodgers bullpen that continues to play poorly here in the last 2 weeks. I see the arms available for the Dodgers coming in this game, giving up another run or so, but nothing crazy. This game is down in Arizona in the Dome, so no weather to sway anything. Let's get to the picks. The Dodgers are the betting odds favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing them on the run line. The game total set at 9. I do like the under 9 total runs in this game. For the player prop, I'm taking Freddie Freeman of the Dodgers for 2 total bases today. Alrighty guys, before we get up out of here, the 4 bets we'll be placing here today ourselves. The damn Mets did not come through for us, so we'll be restarting our ladder play here today with a $10 bet, and we're playing that $10 bet on the Chicago White Sox on the money line. We're getting them at -108. This is our ladder play of the day. Next up, we have a 2-leg home run parlay we're playing here today. We're going to start it off with Bryce Harper of the Phillies, and we wrap it up with Suzuki of the Cubs, a $10 2-leg home run parlay. Next up, we have another 3-leg parlay we're playing here today. We're going to start it off with the Minnesota Twins on the run line. We're then going to play the Seattle Mariners on the money line, and we wrap up the parlay with the Philadelphia Phillies on the money line. And our final bet of the day will be another 3-leg parlay. We started off with the Chicago Cubs on the money line. We're then going to play the Chicago White Sox on the money line, and we wrap up the parlay with the Atlanta Braves on the money line. Alrighty guys, before we get up out of here, I just want to send my salutes out to you all. It's Saturday, we made it. You guys know I appreciate you all, I respect you all. Hope we all win some money here today, and I'm gonna catch you on the next one.